Ten Best Picks presents the top 10 best budget gaming mouse. Starting at number 10. Logitech G302 DAEDALUS. The best doesn't have to be the most expensive, and Logitech is back again to remind us of that. The DAEDALUS Prime is endorsed by Team Solomid and was used by members of CLOUD9. Sure, it lacks some of the glitz and glamour of some other lead-encrusted products out there, but it'd be hard to argue how any of that will help you go mid. The DAEDALUS Prime is not only used by pro mobile players, it was designed by them too. The focus of this mouse is on quick mobility and accurate button access. Its smaller size is ideal for fingertip or claw-type grips, and thus would not be as well suited for the long raids of MMORPGs. Despite its price and lightweight, reviewers rave about the quality, feel, and durability of the DAEDALUS Prime. The included software can be used for total customization, from editing macros to adjusting the DPI anywhere from 240 to 4000. For the speed, accuracy, and access to a few crucial macros that MOBAs require, the G302 DAEDALUS Prime has everything you need, nothing you don't, and a price tag that most gamers can manage. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 9. Razer BASILISK Ultimate. We know what you're thinking, shouldn't an MMORPG mouse have more buttons than this? And while some might think so, it is actually the design of the mouse and how well thought out it is that made us forget about all of that. Of course, you still get a host of buttons, but we'll get to that in a moment. Razer's BASILISK Ultimate comes with their Focus Plus optical sensor. It goes up to 20,000 DPI and has a 99.6% resolution accuracy, which makes it one of the most accurate sensors out there. It's made with PixArt, and you probably know how good their sensors are. To add to that, the main buttons are Razer's optical switches, which actuate extremely quickly and are a decent upgrade over conventional switches. The scroll wheel's resistance can also be adjusted, and you can have it be as smooth or as tactile as you want it. So, about those buttons. While Razer only included 11 programmable buttons, laid out in a rather intuitive layout that makes all of them easy to reach, what we liked was the inclusion of the multifunction paddle. That paddle basically gives you another layer of buttons because you can assign just about any button to have a different function while the paddle is being held. This is pretty neat and will certainly come in handy when you're playing MMORPG games. Last but not least, we must mention Razer's Hyperspeed Wireless, which is on par with the fastest wireless technologies out there. There is zero latency, and you'll feel like you were gaming with a wired mouse, it's that good. Pair this with things like CHROMA RGB lighting, and you're looking at an excellent overall mouse that's just perfect for MMORPG. Number 8 of my list. Razer Naga Epic CHROMA. For many MMO gamers, the Razer Naga Epic CHROMA would be the only suitable choice for a wireless MMO mouse. Not because of its clean lines accented by RGB glow, or the sturdy build quality and highly customizable software. The Razer Naga Epic CHROMA is the only wireless mouse that features the classic 12-button grid on the side. If you know you can't do without that grid layout, and you also want to stay wireless, this is your only option right here. Despite its price, and before the release of the Trinity, the Razer Naga was one of the most popular choices for MMO gamers. The Naga brought you everything a classic MMO mouse needed and nothing it didn't, all within a sleek RGB accented package. This new Epic version of the Naga seeks to improve the design by adding wireless capability. All that epicness does come with a pretty hefty price increase though. The Razer Naga Epic CHROMA is a little on the small side, and many reviewers found it hard to comfortably rest their palm and also reach the buttons. Two factors that don't benefit long gaming sessions. Additionally, the lack of clear tactile signals and/or the ability to adjust the grid doesn't help with macro accuracy. The battery life is a decent 20 hours, and when depleted you can use the included charging dock or switch the Naga Epic to wired mode if you want to keep gaming. That, along with the fact that there is zero latency, debunks two traditional downsides to wireless peripherals. However, the cost issue still remains. The Razer Naga Epic CHROMA comes with a price tag of yesteryear. This mouse is without a doubt a really great product, but does epicness have to cost this much if you don't absolutely need the combination of wireless and 12-button side grid? You can find the same features and quality in much cheaper mice. If it's worth it to you to pay extra for cool lighting effects like spectrum cycling through 16. 8 color options, the Razer Naga Epic CHROMA will certainly deliver that on top of a really quality product. Coming at number 7. ROCCAT LEADR Wireless Multi. ROCCAT has been producing their unique take on multi-buttoned MMO mice for years. Their most popular mouse, the Titan, has been a tried and true favorite for those looking for an ergonomic and intuitive plethora of buttons. The LEADR is basically the update to that stalwart favorite, with new features and wireless capability. The LEADR is a great choice for MMO gamers who want a lot of buttons, but not all in the same place. There are 2 buttons bordering either side of the left and right click on top, 2 on the side above the thumb, and then 3 paddle-type buttons on the top, side, and below the thumb that can each perform 2 individual actions. The paddle below the thumb is permanently assigned to a function called Easy Shift, which allows all of the other buttons on the mouse to instantly acquire a second function. Easy Shift is an ingenious solution for easily switching up entire macro profiles on the fly. The included software is on par with the other big-name companies on this list, predictably buggy at times, and not quite as great overall as Corsair's. What about battery life? The LEADR does have to be recharged every 20 hours since it contains a battery that cannot be removed. 20 hours is typically the maximum charge time you should expect from wireless mice. Recharging takes place on the included docking bay that stands upright like a picture frame. It's pretty cool, but it's definitely been factored into the price, a price which is a little on the high side as wireless mice are feared to be. If you think you would enjoy the unique and arguably more natural button arrangement, then this mouse would be a great choice. The layout does take some getting used to according to reviewers, who also frequently say that the learning curve is worth it in the end. The LEADR definitely contains features and an overall style that you can't get in other MMO mice. It's up to you to decide if these special features are worth paying for. At number 6, Logitech G604 LIGHTSPEED. For many years, wireless mice have had a bad reputation. Wireless mice have commonly been seen as possessing one technically unnecessary benefit in exchange for numerous important drawbacks: laggy gaming, frequent recharging, high price and more. Those days are gone, and the Logitech G604 is here to prove that. The common pitfalls of wireless mice are absent in the case of the G604. The exact amount in milliseconds isn't listed because thanks to LIGHTSPEED wireless technology, the mouse performs just like a wired one would. And you won't have to worry about recharging the G604 because it's not an option. It runs off of a single AA battery that will get you up to 240 hours of charge time. While some might consider this a downside, you'll be hard-pressed to get that much with a conventional battery. Oh, did we mention that goes up to 5 months if you use it via Bluetooth? With all those potential pitfalls avoided, let's talk about if this mouse has the features MMO gamers need. With 11 programmable buttons, the total number is not as high as some of the other MMO mice on this list. There are fewer total buttons because this mouse doesn't feature the classic grid-style layout near the thumb. Instead, there is a cluster of 6 buttons between the thumb and the palm and 2 between the palm and left click. This layout should be perfect for those not wanting to commit to the full-blown grid situation. The quality of the software that comes with the G604 once again benefits from being developed by a large and reputable company. It's nothing mind-blowing, but it's user-friendly and allows you to complete any and all of the customization you might need. The Logitech G604 is a great MMO mouse that should change the minds of any wireless naysayers. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Halfway of my listed number 5. Redragon M901. For the relatively low price, the Redragon M901 is another undeniably great deal. This MMO mouse didn't make the cut for our budget pick, only because it doesn't have quite as many features as the Smart Venus above. However, some of the features it does contain, namely the included software, surpass the quality of the Venus. We can't help comparing the M901 Perdition with the Utixmart Venus because they're at the same price point and they're a similar type of feature-packed budget product. The Perdition lacks the thumb rest of the Venus, along with LED sensitivity indicators, additional decorative LEDs, and small bonus touches like Teflon feet pads. The Perdition also lacks some of the lower DPI sensitivity options, which is less than ideal for gamers who seek the utmost cursor precision. The Perdition does have 16 million RGB color choices in its available LEDs, 2 different body color choices, and perhaps the biggest improvement over the Venus, better software. The software that comes with the Perdition is certainly not miles beyond its competitors. In this price point you'll have to spend a bit more for that. However, the profile editing, macro building, and lighting customization are noted in the many reviews to be less buggy and cumbersome than similar MMO mice. Overall, the software is pretty much what you would expect from a Chinese team on a limited budget. Brutally efficient and packed with typos. The same thing can be said for the mouse itself. The M901 Perdition is efficiently filled with features and makes good use of every dollar you spend in that respect. However, the fact that it's a budget mouse is still apparent in some ways more than others. Coming in at number 4 of my list, Corsair Scimitar Pro RGB. Let's start with the size, shape, and look of this mouse right from the start, since these features could be seen as beneficial or clunky, ugly or like a cool scimitar, depending on your opinion. Unlike the Venus or the M901 Perdition below, Corsair has chosen to hone their Scimitar Pro with the MMO gamer specifically in mind. The focus of this mouse is all about the easy, precise interaction with the 12 grid side buttons over long gaming sessions. The curved bulge towards the back allows for your palm to rest comfortably over long gaming sessions. And the button grid features unique adjustability. The Scimitar should fit like a glove for most gamers. The price is considerably higher than the M901 Perdition, but it certainly pays to go with a reputable manufacturer like Corsair in more ways than one. The included software is some of the best we've seen out of all the products on this list. It's easy to use, yet allows for complex customization, if you so desire. The Scimitar also feels sturdy and durable in the palm of your hand and gives the feel of a handheld battle station. This bulk won't work as well for FPS, RTS, and wouldn't be my first choice for MOBAs. However, if you're planning on using the Scimitar to cut through hours of WoW, ESO, or Guild Wars 2 and the like, this blade could be your weapon of choice. The Corsair Scimitar eschews maximizing features and instead targets precise MMO gaming needs. Will this be a mouse for everyone? No. Will this be an excellent mouse for certain types of MMOs or certain types of MMO playstyles? Very much so. Bonus note, the Corsair Scimitar is actually endorsed by professional World of Warcraft player Jackson Bajira Blyton. We have a different choice for the mouse we'd select for WoW, but that's good to know. At number 3. Razer Naga Trinity Gaming. The Razer Naga is extremely popular for MMORPGs. The Razer Hex is great for MOBAs and the Razer DAEDALUS is one of the best-selling FPS mice on the market. This holy trinity of Razer products brings you a huge amount of versatility for not much more price. The quality of the Razer Trinity, as with many Razer products, is excellent in theory, but the company's quality control is often lacking. You'll see a lot of 1-star reviews on many Razer products complaining of things like occasional mushy button clicks, buggy software, or even sudden failure of the device. This is fairly typical of heavily used electronics in general, but you might expect it to be a bit less typical of products in Razer's enthusiast price point. That being said, there are a lot of great high-end features packed into the Razer Naga Trinity. First and foremost, there's an entire Razer Naga packed into the Trinity. If you were thinking of getting the Naga, just go with the cheaper Trinity instead and save the bonus side plates for when you might need them. Reviewers complain that the software is not very user-friendly, but that it is fully capable of all your complex macro and customization needs. Any software from a large company with a good amount of money to spend on it should be fairly decent. And, if you own any other Razer products, the same software can be used to customize your entire fleet of glowing peripherals. Let's talk price, as Razer products have a reputation for being overpriced. Surprisingly, the Trinity is actually a relatively good deal if you feel the need to pay for all the versatility. But if you don't think you'll use the additional side plates very often, then we'd recommend you save some money by purchasing more specifically. Coming at number 2. Logitech G502 Hero. When you think of MMO mice, you might think of those with a 12-button grid on the side, just like when you think of MMO games you might think of World of Warcraft, which is the kind of game this button layout would be great for. But in reality, there are many different types of massively multiplayer online games that may not work well with that grid system, and there are many MMO gamers whose playstyle may not connect with it either. The grid is a major commitment. We think the 11 programmable buttons of the G502 should be plenty for World of Warcraft and most MMO players in general. And we think that the amount of customization options, quality, and software you get for the price makes this MMO mouse the best overall. This is the newer Hero version, which gets you an improved sensor over the original G502. Mouse customization is crucial for MMO players, and the G502 is all about it. With the G502 you can customize all 11 buttons, the DPI, the current macro profile you're using, the weight, and even the balance quickly and easily. The G502 fits solidly in the palm of most gamers' hands and is thus suitable for long raids or a marathon of Dota 2 matches. While there aren't numerous LEDs like you might see in other MMO mice, your money is instead spent on quality and durability from a reputable brand. You'll do all of your customizing in the included Logitech software. The software's user interface is streamlined and fairly easy to use, and some of the button profiles you create can be stored on board the mouse and alternated manually. Some reviewers complain about a few bugs in the software here and there, mostly in relation to intricate commands not lining up with their assigned buttons, but this kind of issues is something you'll see crop up throughout all included peripheral software. If you know you want to put most of your hours into World of Warcraft or similar MMOs, and you know you want a grid-style button layout, you should check out the rest of our product list and the mouse we specifically picked for WoW. But if you want a mouse that will last you many years through many different MMOs and MOBAs and could even work for some FPS, RTS, and general computing along the way, then this is the mouse to go with. And number 1. Logitech G502. With a lot of people enjoying the G502 as much as they did, it only made sense for Logitech to make a wireless version of it. And when you take a closer look at it, you realize that it's probably the best MMO gaming mouse out there. It has impeccable wireless performance, a great sensor, and plenty of buttons that you can program and adjust. On the outside, the G502 LIGHTSPEED isn't too different to the regular G502. It comes with 11 programmable buttons that you can adjust using Logitech's G-Hub software and assign in-game commands and macros. You can set up system commands as well. There is certainly no shortage of versatility. For MMO gaming, this is crucial because you can make this mouse your own and adjust it to your gamma style. In terms of the sensor, this is Logitech's Hero 25K sensor, which is the one they use in all their flagship products. Not only do you get advanced and extremely accurate tracking, but you also have no smoothing or acceleration. This is one of the best sensors ever put in a mouse, and you'll enjoy using every moment of it. We should also mention that since this is a LIGHTSPEED product, it gets Logitech's extremely fast wireless connectivity. This is seriously every bit as fast as a wired mouse, and you won't be able to find a difference. There is also the inclusion of PowerPlay charging, which lets you charge the mouse from a compatible PowerPlay mouse pad. Last but not least, the G502 LIGHTSPEED also has a tunable weight system, so you can have it set up just how you like it. Overall, it's a brilliant mouse that's absolutely deserving of the title of Best MMO Gaming Mouse. For more information and price, check out the product links and description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, share this video and hit the like button.